Hey, Engraver here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another SuperCollider demo that involves live performance. Now for this week, I've only added just a little bit more code, just a little bit more syntax, really more for your organizational purposes. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'll show you what I mean. We'll go ahead and evaluate these three groups, which I have also set up for you in the previous video. You can see in this default group are three groups here, one for our mic synth, one for our delay synth, and one for our reverb synth. Now here, I'm actually not going to evaluate that. I just wanted to touch up on one thing here. You will need the bus that you've assigned for the delay to be in the input argument or be that input argument. And the output argument here is going to be the reverb bus. So you will hear the delay and it's going to be outputted through that reverb bus. Now I do have that established for my new synths here. Now these synths, as you can see, the microphone synth and the delay synth and reverb synth really is just an extension of this bit of syntax here, just without the set method. I just decided to do that more for organizational purposes. I like looking at the code from the top down and seeing it a little bit more clearly. We can also add parameters, and I think this is just a little bit more fluid. So let's go ahead and evaluate our microphone synth first, and we can see it here in this group, our mic group here, at the amplitude of about 0.8, just a little under the maximum recommendation, and it will be outputted, or our output will be through that reverb bus, as you see down here. Now the delay synth, using in as our delay bus, it's gonna just do its thing with a bit of mixture, maybe full mix of delay, so hearing it quite substantially, or maybe just a little bit of it, maybe either kind of a soft echo effect. And then also a randomness of the delay time from maybe more a kind of a triplet figure delay to as long as 3 seconds. And finally, our reverb synth. So we have included the reverb bus and our output bus. And this will be assigned to our output bus channel 0 to our studio headphones here. Let's go ahead and evaluate our delay synth. And we have that here. Now you won't hear any of this, or you won't see any output here in our output levels because we're waiting for that reverb synth. That includes the reverb bus to be evaluated. All right, let's see how this is. And there we go. So we have a little bit of reverb and a delay. Now, of course, we can free that delay. And voila. Now you do hear the reverb, and we can also include another delay synth. And we have this. Let's see if we can find a maybe more a shorter reverb, not reverb, delay. And here we go. It's a bit long. Let's change it just to a quarter of a second. And here we go. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and change that reverb. I think it is quite low. Let's see what this will sound once I free it and evaluate it again. And we have this. A lot more present. And I have my violin with me, so maybe I can do a little bit of improv for you. Here's my delay synth again, and my reverb. Let's see how this sounds. That's not that bad. So let's go ahead and see what some violin plucking will do. We'll go ahead and free that delay synth so you are not annoyed with my voice being delayed like that. So let's actually also try with a practice mute on so I don't disturb the neighbors, something else. And maybe actually also a new reverb. We will reevaluate the whole enchilada. Testing. Testing. It's okay. It's okay. Let's try it again. And how about this? I don't like that. Let's do reverb time of up to 3. Yeah, between 1 and 3. And maybe I would say about 8. No, not that high. We don't have that kind of hearing. All right, let's try doing this once more. And testing. Go ahead actually and pull this up all the way. 1. All right, so let's go ahead and clear this up and also free our groups. Now, as cool as this might be, I think this is cool. I think, evaluating it, have a different result every time depending on the parameters you give it. Yeah, that's all well and good, but now I really want to focus on maybe a sequence of events or maybe a stream, using code like pattern or, p-bind def and p-bind to get a different result every, 2 to 4 seconds, depending. And I haven't quite figured that out. I've gotten to the point where I can get a synth going and have the synth be released. You actually do need an envelope for this. And I can show you, for instance, my reverb synth. I added an envelope here, as you can see, with an attack, release, a couple of curve values for my curve shape of the envelope there, and also applying the envelope here with the done action too. You will need the envelope for something like a stream, for something that, needs to switch on and off or release, every so often, depending on the parameters you give. But the problem is I haven't found a way to put that through the group. So a reverb envelope synth inside a reverb group. So hopefully that will be for next time. I am still learning, so I hope the syntax is helpful for you this time around this week. Maybe into next week or a couple weeks from now, we'll get into at least assigning p-bind or p-bind def for these different effects. That way, it's a different delay every time. Maybe a more versatile delay in the future as well. So yeah, I'm just troubleshooting. Hopefully you have found this interesting, entertaining, or insightful in every respect. Maybe it's helped you with your own live processing endeavors. So yes, again, thank you for watching and listening. Always be on the lookout for some more sound experimentation, hopefully more sound synthesis and live processing in the future. And also live commentary every Monday nights on art or music, and I have a lot of fun with those as well. So yeah, be on the lookout, and until those 2 days of the week, always produce the music or art that you love, and I will see you next time. Thanks again.